Welcome to our NIKOMAL show. My name is Nick Norazvin.
And I am Noor Ernie Amalina. Today we will be reviewing a TV show based on interpersonal communication issues in the workplace.
Yep, indeed. For tonight, we'll be doing an American TV show called Brooklyn Nine-Nine, as requested by a lot of our viewers. The TV show is mainly about the life of police officers of the NYPD posted in Brooklyn's fictional 99th precinct.
Without further ado, let's get started!
First workplace ethic that we'll be touching on is being polite.
The muggings were confined to Cabot Street. They began over 2 months ago.
Just like this briefing did. Please go to charisma class.
Being polite is one of the best ways to show respect towards others. Not only by being polite, gain respect of others, but at the same time, it also exhibits professionalism and makes ties among employees stronger. It can be seen that Gina is being impolite and rude during the meeting. She was playing with her phone while Charles was delivering his speech, which is a very rude thing to do as she is not listening attentively. Not only that, she even interrupted Charles' speech and made bad remarks about his speech, which is very impolite and should not be done during a meeting. For mismatched communication, we can see that in this scene, when Gina interrupted Charles' speech, she criticizes his speech by giving bad remarks, saying, "Please go to charisma class," as if to diss Charles in an open meeting. Here, even if she were to criticize Charles, she should have not done that, but instead wait for the briefing to end and go to Charles and criticize him privately. For the appropriateness of language, it was inappropriate. As we can see here, the language used by Gina was very rude and harsh, as she tends to diss Charles by implying that his speech was boring and slow, and even told him to go to charisma class. This is a very unprofessional behavior and needs to be avoided, especially during open meetings. Now, we move on to the second element of workplace ethics that a lot of people know, which is respecting other people's time.
I'm here. Sorry, Charles.
No, Jake. Never apologize for making an amazing entrance.
My power went out last night and my alarm didn't go off.
Your alarm is power dependent? You brought this on yourself, son.
Point is, it will not happen again. Carry on. Sorry I'm late, Sarge. No hot water this morning. But I'm here, ready to go. Will cause no further distractions. Sorry.
Seriously? What is your excuse today?
More bad luck. My car ran out of gas and then my clothes disappeared from the laundromat. I had to beg one of my neighbors to loan me some of his.
We know a successful workplace's biggest base is respect. Being respectful towards employees or among employees are really important as to provide comfortability in a workplace. Respect comes in many ways, as we know, and one of them is by respecting other people's time. Analyze this scene. We can see that Jake has frequently came late into meetings, which becomes a bother towards other employees, as one of them is Terry in this scene. Moreover, he tends to interrupt the meeting when he arrives late, which interrupts other people's concentration and mood during the meeting. For mismatched communication, not only did Jake arrive late at the meeting, but his apology seems to be rude as he interrupted the meeting and kept repeating the same mistake all over again. What he should have done is firstly, wait for the meeting to end or for the briefer to pause. Then, you knock the door, come in, and then apologize. And you must make sure that you do not repeat the same mistake all over again. As for the language, it is inappropriate. Jake's apology seems to be informal, and he took it lightly as he interrupted the meeting and kept repeating the same mistake all over again. This behavior needs to be avoided, ladies and gentlemen, as to show respect towards employees and provide comfortability and strong bonds among each other. Theory will look into praise and recognition.
Very well written. There are several compelling anecdotes. The fonts suit the tone. Good work. I did feel, however, the word choice could have been improved in spots. I marked them awk for awkward.
That was the best thing anyone's ever said to me.
I marked them awk for awkward.
It's advice. He's mentoring me. Yes!
It's no surprise that us, as human beings, we love being praised and getting recognized. And it's a good thing. Being praised makes us feel good and it boosts our self-confidence, whether it be from a compliment for our bosses or a positive feedback during meetings. According to a study in 2004, the impact of praising employees is that they tend to be more productive, more engaged, and they are more likely to stay within an organization longer. Sometimes, some employers do not praise the employees as they may believe that by praising, it will make their performance not well. However, it can be seen in this scene that Amy's confidence really boosted up when Captain Holt praised her and even suggested some improvements to do for her. And this made Amy really happy and determined to strive better. As for communication style, Captain Holt in this scene shows tremendous professionalism when he praised Amy and gave her suggestions. However, he does not have to leave so suddenly as to give room for Amy to thank him properly. After all, he did make Amy really happy. Language used by Captain Holt in this scene is appropriate. Praising and recognition is an essential ingredient in order to boost the productivity of the employees. It is always best to praise in an appropriate language and also when given constructive criticism, in which what Captain Holt did.
Next, apology.
Detective Diaz, how's your apology to Officer Deepmore coming?
I've been working on a letter to send him.
Yes, I saw a draft of it on your desk.
What'd you think?
It was so horrifying I had to destroy the whole pad. Just go downstairs and apologize.
Fine. I'll say I'm sorry.
No, be sincere. Like this. I'm sorry.
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 Good, that's the one.
Officer Deepmore. Came down here to say I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Go ahead.
No, that was it. I did it. I said I'm sorry. Hey, I said it again. Now I got one in the bank so I can do whatever I want to you.
What are you even sorry for?
Come on, man. I said the words. I paused afterwards. I even averted my gaze to make you feel like the alpha.
Yeah, but you didn't mean it. I'd like you to apologize like you mean it.
Fine. I'm sorry you screwed up my case. I'm sorry you're a terrible cop. I'm sorry for your goat face and your rodent brain and your weird goose body. I meant all of that. I hope you feel better.
Apologies can be difficult and even awkward, especially in the workplace because you are dealing with personal feelings in a professional setting. However, apologies are almost always appreciated when they are well thought out of sincere. Some people believe apologies, particularly in the workplace, are a sign of weakness. You also want to avoid constant apologies for every small mistake you make at work. Clearly in this scene, Detective Diaz thinks that apologizing is such a weak action to do. She doesn't like to admit her mistake. This scene shows Detective Rosa Diaz apologizing to her coworker in a bad way. At first, she tried to apologize by writing a letter, but it was so horrible then and not appropriate according to the captain. Thank God Captain Holt is there to guide Rosa on how to properly apologize. However, she still failed at doing so. Appropriateness of language use? Inappropriate. That is not how we apologize, Detective Rosa Diaz. Apologizing is fundamental in communication as it allows us to have better relationships with your co-workers. They can demonstrate that we are capable and in control as they establish that you recognize an error and how to fix it. Our next point is good hygiene in the workplace.
I was 3 minutes late. I'm sorry for doing one thing wrong.
Oh, it's more than one thing. Let's start with the Christoph murder.
It was an amazing solve. I got him to confess in 20 minutes.
You also mislabeled the evidence, so that confession is worthless if the sergeant hadn't caught your mistake. Here are 3 cases with sloppy paperwork. Here are 2 pictures. One is your locker. The other is a garbage dump in the Philippines. Can you tell which is which?
That one's the dump.
They're both your locker.
God, I should have guessed that. He's good.
This folder is labeled undies, dirty.
So I won't confuse it with undies, clean. Also, who cares about all these rules? I have more felony arrests than any other detective here.
You also have more mice living in your desk than any other detective.
Algernon! You guys, Algernon's back.
Get rid of the mouse and get your act together now.
Ew! The desk you have is just gross. A good hygiene can help in giving a better impression for you. You can also prevent yourself from being afflicted with nasty diseases. In this scene, Jake Peralta displays horrendous hygiene as well as gives inappropriate comments, which we should not take example of. He did not properly manage the cleanliness and never organized his desk. As a result, his place becomes messy and even got a mice in his drawer. We need to have a clean workspace and practice good hygiene. Having a clean workspace makes you more likable to your coworkers and can also clients. As a result, you can increase your productivity as well to boost you and your coworkers' morale. Jade gave inappropriate replies, which does not help in his case in why his hygiene is so bad when arguing with Captain Holt. He also did not admit that he is doing is wrong and should apologize. Next, gossip.
Whoa, what's with the cast?
I sprained my wrist.
Oh no, what happened?
Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Yeah, geez, Amy, back off. Leave the guy alone. All right, huddle up. Everybody, bring it in, bring it in. So he wouldn't say what happened, which can only mean one thing.
He's in a fight club.
No, he did it doing something he's embarrassed by, like smiling. Only question is, how do you hurt your arm smiling?
Attention, everyone! I can hear you speculating about the nature and origin of my injury from my office. I tripped over an uneven sidewalk. I did not think it was relevant to your jobs, the jobs which you should all be doing right now. Get to work.
Gossip is basically talking behind someone's back. It can tarnish someone's reputation when they have not done anything wrong. While it may seem hard to avoid, workplace gossip can be damaging. In addition to disrupting the workplace, gossiping can impact morale, hurt others, and damage your credibility in process. Often, people gossip as a way of making social bonds among coworkers. However, it is a bad habit that we should avoid. In this scene, it shows Jake and his co-workers gossiping about his boss, Captain Holt. They were trying to make speculations on how their boss sprained his wrist. They have better things to do rather than gossip. As soon as Captain Holt was out of sight, Jake immediately beckoned his co-workers about the origin of Holt's injured hand, even though Holt explicitly told them not to. Captain Holt also emphasized that no more gossiping behind his back because he can clearly hear everything. Definitely inappropriate. We should not gossiping at work. We should not be gossiping about anyone as it can tarnish their reputation. Gossiping also delays any work being done and in turn reduces productivity.
That is it from us tonight. We hope you enjoy your time with us in discussing these critical incidents and the importance of workplace ethics.
So, which character do you think has the best interpersonal communication? Don't forget to share your opinions on our social media accounts. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to catch us again next week with a new series to review together.